Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 9 of my YouTube show. I'm doing things a little bit differently today because I'm hoping that at the end of my YouTube show, I can read you one of my newest favorite stories, since this is the last week before we will be going on to winter break. So I'm going to turn my computer around so that you can see my YouTube show on my bigger computer screen, and we will go through that, and then I will read you my new favorite story. So I'm hoping you can see this. Here's a riddle submitted by Marley M. Marley asks, what type of house weighs the least? What type of house weighs the least? It is a lighthouse. Good riddle, Marley. I like that one. Thank you. Next is a joke submitted by Haley K. Haley asks, why do bees have sticky hair? Well, of course, bees have sticky hair because they use a honey comb. Good one, Haley. A would you rather submitted by Evelyn C. Would you rather eat moldy chips or moldy candy? Ew, yuck. I don't like the thoughts of eating mold at all, but I guess if I had to choose one or the other, I would probably choose to eat moldy candy because at least then it would still taste a little bit sweet, maybe. Would you rather submitted by Kaylee J. Would you rather eat really, really spicy chicken wings or ride a cow? I really liked this would you rather for a couple of reasons. I do like spicy chicken wings. I'm not really sure what she means by really, really spicy, so maybe I wouldn't be interested in eating those. But as far as riding a cow, I do want you all to know that I called my mom after I got this would you rather and asked her to look through old pictures because if you did not know, I grew up on a farm and we had lots of cows that my dad milked every single day. And my sister and I actually had a cow named Strawberry that we would ride. My mom looked and looked and she could not find a picture of me riding my pet cow, Strawberry, but I have in fact ridden on a real cow when I was a kid. That is it for episode 9 of Mrs. Rufener's YouTube show. So if you have truths, jokes, or would you rathers that you would like to see featured in some of my YouTube shows after we return from winter break, please email me over the break. Now, I'm going to read to you a book that I just got. It's by one of my favorite authors, and this book is called The Joyful Book, and this is by Todd Parr. And this book just talks about the many things that you might consider to be joyful. And I know that right now the world is a little bit different, and some of the things that we consider to be very joyful, such as maybe giving hugs, giving high fives, those types of things, we're trying not to do because we want to stay healthy and we know that we're supposed to be practicing social distancing. But this book, The Joyful Book, talks about the things that make you feel joyful in a typical year, not a pandemic year. So, The Joyful Book. Feeling joyful is when you are so happy you want to jump and shout with everyone you love. And one of the things that I love about Todd Parr's books are the illustrations. They're always very fun and colorful. So feeling joyful is when you are so happy you want to jump and shout with everyone you love. That might be something you could do over winter break with your family. Celebrating with family and friends is joyful. So here is a picture of a family celebrating with their family members and their friends. Going on vacation is joyful. Going on vacation is very joyful. And I can tell by the pictures that I think they are in a tropical location. And I know that because I see what? Yes, the palm trees. Being close together is joyful. Look at those cute little owls in that tree. Being close together is often joyful. And this is one of those things that right now it's okay to be close together with your family, but you're not supposed to be close together with anyone outside of your household. But in a typical year, we love to be close together at school, and you love to be close together outside of school with all of those people that make you happy. Unwrapping presents is joyful, for sure. Look at that boy and the dog. It looks like they're popping bubble wrap, and we all know that that's joyful, right? Maybe over the holiday season, you will be able to unwrap presents, and that will make you feel joyful. Lighting candles is joyful. So this picture shows a different holiday that may be a little bit unfamiliar to some of us, and it looks like they are lighting candles on what is called a menorah. So if you're not sure what that means, that would be something that you could look up to expand your horizons about the different holiday traditions. Storytelling is joyful. Everyone loves a good story time, right? That looks like the grandpa maybe is using puppets to tell his story. And storytelling is something that could bring you joy. So if you and your family have some time, maybe you could have a storytelling hour. Trying new things is joyful. Ooh, this is something that I like to do. Sometimes I'm a little bit scared or nervous to try new things, but trying new things is joyful. And it looks like he is trying that sled for the first time. He or she, I'm not sure. Having company over is joyful. This is something else that's been a little different with COVID and the way things are right now. But your family may still be choosing to have company over during the holiday season. And if you do, I'm sure that will be joyful. I'm not sure, though, that you're going to be able to invite a snowman in for long. Watching a parade is joyful. Ooh, this is something else that may be a little bit different right now because I know some parades have been canceled. But watching a parade is joyful. Those people look like they are having lots of fun. Rubbing noses is joyful. Oh, look at the rabbits. They're rubbing noses. That is joyful for some people. Getting dressed up is joyful. Sometimes it's fun to get dressed up. That might be something you could do over winter break. And if you do get dressed up and you feel like it's joyful, you could have an adult at home take a picture of you in your dress up costume and send it to me or your teacher. Giving is joyful. Giving is something that a lot of people feel good about. If you give to others, that is joyful because it makes you feel happy that you're helping others. Singing holiday songs is joyful. Ooh, look at that. That guy's wearing a really colorful outfit, and it looks like he has some squirrels that are singing with him, and they do look very joyful. Playing games is joyful, for sure. This is something that you can do if you have brothers and sisters at home, or if you don't have brothers and sisters, maybe you can get your pet to play a game with you. I'm not sure. But playing games is joyful, and it also allows you to be creative a lot of the time. So that is a good thing to do. Hugging is joyful. That's something that we talked about. Definitely okay to hug your family. But right now, the adults at your house may be asking you to give fist bumps or elbow bumps instead of hugs, depending on how things are going at your house. Sending love to family and friends far away is joyful. I like this page because it shows that you can still send love from far away. So if you have a family member or a friend that you're not able to see this holiday season, you can still send them love by maybe drawing them a picture or giving them a call on the phone or sending them an email. Doing a FaceTime video chat with them. All of those are good ways to send love to your family and friends that are far away. Sharing a meal is joyful. Last time I checked, we did not have any giraffes or skunks at my dinner table, but baby. Playing outside is joyful. This is something that is very joyful, and it looks like maybe they have the same type of winter that we do. So I do encourage you all to get outside and play over winter break because going outside is good for your body and your mind. Learning new traditions is joyful. This kind of relates back to that one page about lighting candles. You'll see here there's a lot of different holiday traditions that I see. And if you don't know about other holiday traditions, this winter break might be a good time for you to kind of use your Chromebook and look up different holidays that families around the world celebrate, because it's important to know that everyone celebrates different holidays, and that's okay. Making yummy treats is joyful. Yum. I love to make yummy treats. And look at, the dog got a gingerbread cookie and it looks like he ate his head. Visiting friends is joyful. Oh, look at that. Deer has found all kinds of friends in the woods to visit. And visiting friends is definitely joyful. And like we said, you may or may not be able to get together with your friends. So if you can't, you can certainly send them love from far away using one of those methods that we talked about on a previous page. Decorating for the holidays is joyful. This is a silly picture. Look at what is on top of the tree. Usually there's a star or an angel, but it looks to me like someone's shorts are on top of the tree, and that is silly. Saying thank you is joyful. Saying thank you is a joyful thing because everyone appreciates good manners. So saying thank you is a good way to spread joy because everyone always appreciates that. Starting a new year is joyful. I like this picture and I like the thoughts. Not that I ever want to pass time away, but 2020 has been a challenging year in a lot of ways. So I'm hoping that with the new year of 2021, we are able to kind of return to doing a lot of those things that we aren't able to do right now that we're missing so much, such as give hugs and high fives at school. We can get rid of the air high fives, hopefully, right? So here's just a little message from the author. It says, holidays are a special time. No matter what traditions you celebrate, it's always joyful to be together with family and friends. Try to find joy in every day and share it with others all year long. The end. Love, Todd, and Todd is the author. So I wanted to share that book with you about being joyful for a lot of reasons. During the holidays is the time that we talk about how we can be joyful and spending joyful times with friends and families. But I also want you to know that being your principal is very joyful for me, and I've missed seeing you all in the building, but soon, in just a couple of weeks, we'll be able to get back to school for in-school learning. And as I said, I'm hoping that 2021 is a new year and we can kind of return to normal. So I hope all of you have a very, very happy holiday season. And if you get a minute, please send me an email and let me know what you are doing that is making you feel joyful while you are away from school and on break with your family. Take care and stay safe.